have broken that rule, their own rule that they've said they're gonna abide. And most of all, it is illegal and immoral what they're doing, this demolition. It's because the demolition writ is dormant. It is expired in however we call it. It cannot be used by law to execute, for the sheriff to execute the demolition. So it's already 6 years dormant. It's way over 5 years. 2019 November, July was the proper release of the decision of the demolition writ. And so they're supposed to be having no chance of getting away from this, but they did, and they're doing it. And their motive is destroy the houses, and later on let them just file a complaint, build a case, file a case. We don't care. Okay, that we don't care part is coming from myself. And so, what are we gonna do with this? Actually, we don't know. How are we gonna fight this? We've done all the proper procedural means and processes of litigation, judicial process, due process of law, anything you can name it, doing the right way. The Air Force, the British airport, the sheriff, the judge, are all accomplices of whatever force behind them. Is it money? I don't know. I don't have any means of knowing. There's nobody around here, any one of us, has ever looked at a contract, a transaction between the Air Force and the airport, or any decisions from the court before, in the 70s, the 80s. As they said, it happened long time ago. The deal was done. The land is theirs. Is owned by the airport, by the British nowadays. How can that be? The Tumulacs, particularly the 3 pieces of land, lot numbers 2342, 2344, 2345, they have the decree of ownership. They have the certification of cadastral. I mean, what more? Evidence can never make up, can never be brought up, can never be considered, just to prove they are the owner. It's all injustice, it's all evil. And these people have contracted themselves, their soul, to the devil, if you ask me. It is very obvious if they have done wrong. And now they're threatening us November 24 and 25, or we just don't know, 2025. They're just gonna come back here and demolish all the rest of the 46 houses, 14 of them, and the rest will follow. There are around 200 houses here. They're just gonna do it because of their plans. 2025, they're gonna build an infrastructures here, and the house of Caribbean is being demolished, and it's now having been erected a 3-story building. Is still the process of finishing it. And so the stories are right. 17 buildings gonna be built here in this piece of land where the Airmen's Village is located. And that part over there, the airport's just gonna take over and do their edifices and structures, infrastructures, and whatever. They have no soul, anyway. They have no care. People have died here. Just imagine yourself, your house being destroyed and you've got nowhere to go to. Good for the rich people, but for the poor, it's all they have. For the retired Air Force, that's all they could give to their families. There's so many things to say around here. And Mustafa died because he was threatened that his house was going to be destroyed. That same night, he died. Two ladies came to the hospital. Amparo, our neighbor here, died because of stress. As I've heard, she's having a problem with electricity. She's been cut off. She needed a refrigerator for her insulin. Out of stress, she died. How about Yes, our neighbor? She died knowing that her house is going to be destroyed. After a week of knowing her husband just died, and she couldn't cope up with the stress. Too much stress. And each families here have their own story to tell of the stress, of despair, of the unfortunate things that's happening with them. What can we do? Is there nothing that can we ever do? You ask me, I don't know. There's a God. There's a God, right? And where do you think he is hiding? To the rich or poor? To the oppressor or the oppressed? Of course, to the weak. Not the strong. But how can we find favor from him? We're getting religious now. We have to be. Now that we know that we can't do anything out of our own strength and resources or intelligence, whatever power we have, only God has the power. And the problem is, do we have favor with God? We're sinners. We have to admit. We have to pray. We have to be hopeful. We have to strengthen our faith. We have to prove our love. For our enemy is just as strong as the devil. But our protector, our guide, is God himself. They're not gonna win. They're never gonna win.